Hi and welcome back to Sadie's Spincraft. It's TDF day 5 and 6. I'm adding day 5 into day 6 because I didn't do out yesterday. I did a bit of sewing. I didn't have it in me to spin. I don't know what was wrong with me. I just didn't want to do out. So I did a bit of sewing instead. So let's get set up, do some spinning out in the backyard, in the sunshine, and I'll tell you about how I got into spinning. Let's go. So, how I got into spinning and how my craft has progressed. So, I first saw it in Beamish, which is like a historical town in the UK, up north. There's more than just Beamish, but that's the one I went to. And it went through the ages. And I saw a lady spinning. Well, she was carding at the time. And I saw the spinning wheel. And I got all excited. Something called to me. That's all I can say. Something called to me. So I went onto YouTube and tried to learn everything I could about spinning. Then I made a drop spindle out of a pencil, a coffee lid, and a hook. Went into the fields and picked some fleece, washed it, and spun it. Where you put in the beehive.
Wandering, pick it.
Yeah, I did. I thought, sorry, he was just saying. And I forced my husband to go wandering in fields to help me pick it. And I dyed it with food colouring. And I spun it on my drop spindle. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And said to Chris, I want a spinning wheel. And I found one on Facebook for, I think it was £25. And that was Jackrabbit. If you go back to the beginning of my videos, about 800 of them, right back to the beginning, you'll see my full journey of finding the fleece, picking the, dyeing the fleece, washing it up, getting all excited. They're only 2-3 minute long videos, if that. Then you see Jackrabbit come along, and then you meet Gwen, and then you meet Lance and the Kromsky, the apprentice. I'll get to that in a bit. Will you stop interrupting? Anyway, wow. Now he's knocked me off kilter and I don't know where I am.
You got
oh, Kromsky.
Yeah.
I ended up selling the Ashford, which was Lance, because he was too heavy for me. He were a good spinner, I just didn't like it. It wasn't for me. And then I got the Ashford Elizabeth, who I've called Vivian. And she's also too heavy for me. Believe it or not, Gwen, even though she's the biggest, is the lightest, I'd say, apart from Kromsky. Why are you watching me?
the audience.
You're not my audience.
Yeah. I'm standing in for all the people that are staring at you right now, watching every move you make, staring at every facial feature, just 3,000 people just staring at you.
And that don't bother me because I'm not there.
Your husband's here.
It puts me off knowing people are watching me while I'm trying to do it.
It's alright. Just think that the person that is watching is naked.
No, that'd be even more off-putting.
Right. I love you.
I love you too.
Want a cigarette?
Yes, please. Excuse me. So anyway, then the adventures in fibre. So I've told you the adventures of yarn. But anyway, I get to getting my first fleece. I had bought a few bits off Etsy and World of Wool at this point, and I was loving it. Jack Rabbit were amazing. It was just quick, too quick. I do believe it's a flax wheel, but I don't like flax. I hate flax. Anyway, off that subject. We're not talking about that, Sadie. But I will say the first time I began spinning, it's felt like I've already done it before. I've taken it on that easy, and it only took me, I'd say, 6 months to a year to get to this point of spinning the way I do. Oh, look, you can actually see the yarn today from where I've got it. And then, yeah, it didn't take me long to get to the fineness that I like. And I absolutely love spinning. Love it. Oh, we've got a cabbage white. I'm not right one for butterflies, but or moths. As long as they stay to themselves, I don't mind them. Just don't come near my head. That's all I ask. So yes, I'm hoping to sit out here for most of the day to get this done. And I weren't talking about that. I was talking about, yeah, it feels like a past life has come through. And I can even do it with my eyes closed, and I spin by feel more than what I see. So there's many a times if I'm sat out here and sun's in my eyes, I'll sit here with my eyes closed and I'll just spin away, and I'll do it by feel. Wow. And it's relaxing, and it's the best thing in the world. It definitely turned me from an angry person, because I was a very angry person, into a more chilled out person. And I think that's because I've got somewhere to channel whatever energy and whatever else into something. Because I have been through a lot of crafts over my time. I've done glass engraving. I've done my normal crochet and now knitting. Crochet has just been about in my life all my life because of my nan. And then I did jewellery making. I did clay work, so messing with Fimo clay. I also did wood engraving. I've done everything. I think the only thing I haven't done is stained glass. And that's because I don't trust myself. Because I had tried sewing before with a sewing machine. Didn't do very well, got angry with it. Hence why this time I've started by hand. Oh, we've got horrible bit there. Never mind. It's just a, I want to say it's a knot, but it's not a knot, is it? A nep. There we go. Not a knot, a nep. Anyway, so yeah, I've done all those crafts. None stuck, none felt right. It was like, yeah, I can do it. It's fun, but it's not what I want. So I decided I wasn't going to look for anything anymore. And that's when I spotted it. Spotted the lady up in Beamish carding wool on hand carders. I were amazed. I must have stood there for ages, and Chris is like, come on. I'm like, oh, do I have to? I really want to do this, Chris. He's like, right, well, we'll look into it when we get home. And yeah, it just spiraled from there. I ended up getting drum card. I wanted to do it all from fleece though. There was something in me that said, don't be buying it from people who have washed it and whatnot. Do it yourself. Something in me wanted to do it all. And I always said I had an old soul. Well, this just proves it, because like I say, it is like a past life coming through and just following its dream. It's like she just loved spinning. You know, like she was just the spinner of the family. And you had other people that did the weaving or the knitting or whatever. Yeah, well, I believe whichever past life come through, she was the spinner. So, yeah. And progression from there, I shared my journey on YouTube, and you've all come along with me, and we've got some new people come along for the journey as well. We're now up to 3,000 and odd. I'm well impressed. I'm surprised that many of you actually want to watch me, but hey, life's shocking. I do, right, so with this spin, there are times I'm doing a bit of long draw, and that is just because I am letting the twist in anyway, and I'm just drafting it. So, yeah, sometimes I like to go into long draw, because it's all woolen, what I'm doing. It's just sometimes with long draw, I'm not as consistent. Not that that bothers me, but yeah. So, progression. I found out that I only like soft fleeces or soft fibres. As we all know, I say I've got princess hands. And yeah, it's just I just love the softness. I love how I can just create something from nothing. I can make a gorgeous yarn. I can knit with it. I can crochet with it. If I get a decent loom, I can weave with it. If I wanted to, I could make a thread, and I could even embroider with it. You know, it's so versatile. If I wanted to spin a thick, chunky yarn to make a thick, chunky jumper for winter, I could. I don't have to worry about going out and finding the right yarn that I want, because in my eyes, I can make the yarn I want now. And that is the best thing ever. Like, I've started sewing by hand, as you know, and I'm looking forward to my slow wardrobe. I've got a few patterns to make t-shirts and things like that, everyday daily needs. And yeah, I'm thinking of, I'm starting a slow wardrobe. And what I don't use in my clothes, I am going to take either to, oh, on fire. See, that's my only problem with long draw. I don't put enough twist in. That's going to snap. Whatever clothes I don't upcycle, I will take to the charity shop, which is a thrift store in America or wherever, but we call them charity shops, because some of the money goes to charity. I won't say it all goes to charity. I'll be surprised if it even gets anywhere near to people that need it, but we'll get off that subject. What were I? Yeah, so if I can't thrift it, if I can't upcycle it, I'm going to send it to charity shop so it gets reused. And I want to have eventually a wardrobe that I've made, bar from the few skirts and stuff and the fancy stuff that I've bought for when I do something fancy. But that ain't right often, so I don't have many of them. And you never know, I might be able to make myself in the future a nice fancy skirt dress anyway. Because I'm starting with an easy skirt, really. To say that it's patchwork, it's not that hard. I'm just putting squares together. It's when it comes to putting it together, because I actually want to make a circle skirt out of it. So I'm going to have to cut the edges once yeah, it's going to be weird. I know what I'm doing, I think. I don't have a clue, really. But we're doing this without a pattern, and we're going to do it, and we're going to get there. Right. I've done with that little bit. See, I've broken up a bat, and I've put it in this, so then I don't have to cart around the big box all the time. So it's already stripped into little strips. All I have to do is spin it. Oh, I've got 2 strips here. That's a teeny tiny strip. That must have just come off that. Oh well, we'll spin it first. So, rather than just natter on and on, because I don't have a clue what to talk about now, I am going to put you, well, I'm just going to film so that you can see the next few hours worth of hope. I want to get this bobbin filled today, and it's going to take, it's taken loads of the fibre. I just hope my next bobbin's just as quick, because believe it or not, spinning this fine takes a long time, especially when you want to fill a bobbin. Oh, there we go. That were a big bit that didn't need to be there. See, this is also another fibre I got, loved, but didn't actually have a clue what I was doing at the time. I have learnt so much over the years. And I'll never ever say I've learnt enough, because I haven't. I'm still a beginner. Even though I've been spinning 7 years. Is it 7? Yeah, 2018 when I first started. And then I started filming in 2019. So, yeah, I'd still say I'm a beginner. And I think even 20 years down the line, I'll still be a beginner. because I'll never know everything.
I was just about to say, even an expert can be taught something new.
Yeah. So I can't ever say I will be an expert. And as much as I'd like to be a master spinner or a master lace spinner, I don't think I could cope with people saying, I've done this wrong, I've done that wrong, that's not right, this isn't right, just because they've got a specific way of things being done. I don't think you need a label to be a master spinner.
No, you do when you need to be a masturbator.
Christopher!
What? I'm talking about debating.
No, you're not.
I am.
No, you're not. Take that smile off your face and go inside. He's been stood there thinking about that for a while. Anyway, I said I was going to stop talking. See, this is why I don't talk, because I get all interrupted and then I forget where I'm going and I forget what I'm doing. But I will say, it is rather warm today. I don't know if you can see that. I have got the sweatiest hands possible. Look at that sheen. That is just gross. Which is why I'm wearing a skirt, so I can just grab it and dry my hands. I love this weather. Absolutely love it. I have got no complaints other than sweaty hands. But I get that in winter anyway. So, yeah, I've got no complaints with this weather, me. Chris can't cope, and other people can't cope, but I love it. I don't like the idea of being cold, because when I'm cold, I'm in pain. And when I'm in pain, I can't spin. And that's just sad news. Really sad news. So we don't want to do that. Oh, this isn't prepped very well. Either that or it's just because it's all been rammed in a box for that long. It's just not feeling it. No, there is a hell of a lot of nets in this. So I obviously haven't prepped them very well, even though it said ready to spin. I now don't believe the box. I feel like I've got to go through it all now. Never mind. I'm just going to do it. We're just going to get over it and get it done. Right, anyway, I am going to finally set up so that you can watch while it's sped up a little bit. And I'll put some music over the top. So I'll stop here. I'll just get this connected. There we go. Right, that's connected. I shall get you set up so that you can see what's going on a bit closer to the bobbin. That's the name. It's a bobbin. And at some point, I will put the body gimbal on so that you get a view of what's going on from my hands to the wheel. There is words there, and I can use them now and then. Right, please say you've been on. You have. I'm going. Well, I'm not going. I'm not going. I am going to set you up to watch it a bit better.
Mainly minority plants, please, and orange trees. Don't squish it.
While I'm just taking a quick break, I'll show you what I've got up to with this. So I'm up to that one, just about to sew that one on. I've just got it ready, got pins in. Oh, do you want to say hello? Say hi. That's you. She can see herself. that you? So yeah, that's as far as I got yesterday on day 5 of Tour de Fleece. Today's day 6. So thought I'd show you that. I've got 3 more squares to add to that row. Then once that row's done, I'll be adding it to this one, which is looking cool. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Day 5 was a sewing day. I'm afraid I needed something different. And because I'm so excited to make my skirt, I think I just needed to do a little bit more on it. So I have nearly finished this bobbin. I'm going to go get the other bobbin. I'm going to have some lunch. I'm going to have a brew. And then we'll get back to it. Coming to end at bobbin. So I'm just going to finish this last bit. And then we're going on to the next bobbin. Look at them gorgeous clouds. Wispy. There we go. Done. So that's one bobbin down for TDF. Finally. Let's take it off. Look at that. Not that you can see it because the light is in the wrong position. Look. That is stunning. Yes, we do still have some neps in there, but well, hey, I can take them out whenever I want. I can take them out while I'm knitting if I want, but nah, we're all good. So I'm going to put the next bobbin on, which is this one, and we're going to fill this one up. That is heavy. That's why I stopped where I did, because I didn't want it popping off again like last time. Yes, I have re-glued it, but I don't know if it's being in the sunshine and spinning in the sunshine that's warming the glue up and stopping it from going somewhere. Right, there we go. So yeah, I'm not sure if it's just warming the glue up to a point of it just can't cope and comes apart, or it just won't glue very well. So get that one on. Get that tension up a bit. There we go, that's on. Move that down there. I have got a new leader on this, so it's a lot shorter, just so that I can get more on. So, let's grab another piece. Right, I've wrapped all these up together. Let's just grab a section. And we set off again. I think I'll start at the other end, because that is at the break at the top. Yep. Yeah, that's the bit that, yep, cool. Right. And we're off again. Can you see it? Sort of. Fine line next to washing line. So now we've got to fill bobbin 2 and then we can ply. But we've got that much. I should have put a microphone in. We've got that much to spin. If there's a bobbin or 2 that haven't been emptied by the end of the plying, I'll just put them back on and spin and just add it to it, because it's all Polwarth and it's all going together, unless it's white, of course, or bright pink. I might just blend them two together before I spin them, because that's why they were in the box, to be blended. The plastic box, that is. And I just never got round to it because I decided, oh, I know, I'll do some Shetland. No, Shetland takes forever, Sadie, and all you had to do was just blend the Polwarth. So I'll have to take the Shetland off the drum carder, give it a good old clean, and get the other bit of Polwarth through. Get it all nicely blended up. So then at least it's not too pink. Another reason why I like spinning fine is I can just spin and not have to worry about moving my... It's not a hook right now. It's more of a loop. I don't need to move my... What do you call it? My slidey bit. I don't need to move it for a while. And then it gets to a point where I go, right, I can move it now. But it means I can get quite a bit spun. And just on the first part, before I move it, I can guarantee I've probably got about 4 or 5 metres of yarn before I've even got anywhere. Before I've even moved my slidey hooky thing. I don't know what they call them. Is it still classed as a hook? Right. I think it's still classed as a hook. Sorry, I got lost in spinning then. Stopped talking to you. I will sort out a better angle for you in a minute. You really can't see it, can you? Unless it goes across a cloud. Right. I'm going to move you into a better position. So we'll stop there, move that, hang that, and pop. Jen. Past Sadie, I am so disappointed in your prep. Poof. Oh my God. Sorry about that. I didn't have. I was showing some bobbing, and I can't be showing some bobbing. Sorry, that's just a bit of my form of OCD. I'll also say, past Sadie, you haven't washed this properly either. It's still sticky. What the fudge? I need another pole with fleece. I need to do it better. I need to be more methodical with it and not as, oh, I can do this. I've worked with a Cheviot before, so I can do a pole lift. That's what went through my head. Oh no, Sadie, you couldn't. Girl, your prep is so bad. I can't get over myself. Can't get over how bad this prep is. I'm spending more time picking at it than I am spinning it. It's like I hadn't even opened Summit locks. And I've definitely done it without putting it through the smaller carder. I've done it on the 72. I don't think that's done it any good. I should have done it on the 120. Oh dear. Well, future Sadie knows better. Past Sadie didn't know any better. And past Sadie had never worked with Shetland before getting this either. So I think it's maybe the Shetland that's got me into being a bit more picky with sorting my fleece. Okay. Because you've got to be picky with Shetland. Unless you get a nice clean fleece that's been coated and looked after. But I can't afford those fleeces. So I get what I can and work with what I've got. Sometimes you've just got to be a bit more picky. Just like I'm going to use some of my Suffolk for batting or wadding, whatever you want to call it, because eventually I will do a quilt, and I am going to hand sew it, but I mean, if you're interested in watching that or seeing bits about it, do let me know below. Yeah, because what I'm going to do with scraps from my dress and scraps from whatever else I make, I'm going to add them to the quilt, so it's like a little thing of, I'm going to make a quilt out of scraps of what I've made, if that makes sense. Get off you. You're not going to come off, are you? You awkward sod. Right, you move. I hope you're enjoying the quiet music over the top of this. It's a bit more aesthetic. Maybe we'll get people watching to the end. Most people don't watch all the way to end. I must get boring. I suppose it can be boring just watching someone spin, can't it? Either boring or fascinating, depending on which way you find it. I mean, I will be stopping soon because I started at 11 o'clock and it's coming up to, let's have a look, 10 to 3. So I think 4 hours is good. Then it gives me a chance to edit and get it up and do a bit of sewing. Do you want me to film the sewing? You know, like I did with the live on the body gimbal. Do you want me to film the sewing like that? Or would you like what I've done today, a bit of both, so you can, I chat to you at the same time? It's up to you. You let me know if you want to see videos on the updates of the patchwork skirt and my sewing adventures. Please comment below and I'll start adding my sewing adventures to the channel as well, because when I get to spinning the cotton a lot finer, I am going to try and spin my own silk and cotton blend thread for some embroidery bits on the blanket, not blanket, the quilt, the patchwork quilt that I'll be doing. You've seen all the different colours running through this. Let's just look at them all. You see all them different colours? That hasn't been blended very well. Oh, passed it. Disappointed. Right, anyway, I'm going. I'm stopping this. We'll come back to this tomorrow for day 7. So that will get put away till tomorrow for day 7. We're getting through this Polworth slowly but surely. We'll get this. Look, see what I mean? Look at the state of that prep. I don't think this has been done fully, and I've put it in a box that says it's done and ready to go. I'm not impressed with past Sadie at all. Wow. It's not even blended properly. You can tell that we're done, what, 2 years after I started spinning? So 5 years ago. 5 years ago. Wow. Yeah, it's amazing what a bit of time can do when it comes to fibre prep and spinning. I mean, I'd have never have thought oh shit, sugar, get back in there. I need you, get on. There we go. Right, try again, back that way. It's broken somehow, but it's all good. Oh, it's got kitten teeth, that's why it's broken. Right. It's got kitten teeth. It's a good job she's cute, that's all I can say. So thank you all so much. Thank you all. Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to all the returning subscribers. And if you aren't subscribed, why not just hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, so you don't miss any more random uploads. Although it will be a bit more consistent through TDF, but don't expect it all the time. Not a chance. I'm a hectic person. I'm a here, there and everywhere kind of person, so just enjoy when it arrives. Don't forget, no matter where you are in the world, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening or night time, I want you to do what you love doing. Love and hugs to all you fantastic people out there, and I'll definitely see you all again very soon. Goodbye, my beautifuls.